Hi, my name is Joe Carvin. I'm running for Congress in the 17th Congressional District. Terribly concerned about the future of our country. I have absolutely no confidence that the career politicians in Washington are going to face the fundamental and serious challenges that we're encountering today. I ultimately, if we're honest with ourselves, the United States is bankrupt. And the people that are going to share that, take on that burden, that cost burden, are the young people of the United States today.
Just coming out of college, I don't have a job or anything like that right now, but knowing that in the future, if I do find something, hopefully in the next few months, knowing that my money is going into a system that I probably won't see in the future is really daunting.
Especially for me, because I'm currently in college. I just finished my first year as a freshman, and I'm looking to get a job after I graduate. So if the economy could really be like in a better state, it'd be much easier to get a job.
$23 million Americans are out of work. There is a very real feeling that the next generation is going to be worse off than the current generation, and that's never happened in our country's history before.
Joe believes that people need healthcare coverage, but we can't tax the living daylights out of the next generation. Because, I already am shackled with, I think it's now $55,000 in debt, at least from the federal deficit. Now I'm going to tack on extra a couple $1,000s a month. I can't pay for that.
If I were to tell Congress something, I would tell them to put legislation in place that would cut spending and cut taxes.
Right now, our national debt exceeds our gross domestic product, which, if you remember the Greek debt crisis where their economy is basically collapsing, they may have to leave the Eurozone or face drastic austerity measures. That happened before their debt exceeded their GDP, so we're already past that.
We promised so much to public sector employees, we promised so much to all these different groups, and they deserve it, but we promised more than we can handle. And unfortunately, we pushed off the payday for them. Just keep kicking the can down the road. Eventually the road's going to end, and it's going to end up, we're going to have the generation of 18-year-olds to 30-year-olds are going to have to pay the tax burden on this.
Now, what have I done in the town of Rye? I cut expenditures 25%. I reduced taxes every year in office. But you know what I did most importantly? I secured a grant from New York State to study the elimination of my level of government. Westchester County is the highest property tax county in the nation. It's unsustainable. If we don't change our tax trajectory, no one will be able to live here except for the super wealthy. No senior or middle class person will be able to continue to live here. Our communities are being destroyed.
It's very important to elect people in office that have a financial background, that understand that taxpayer dollars are being spent wisely. They know how to do it. Otherwise, our generation is not going to have access to things like Social Security and Medicare, and that will fundamentally change, I think, who we are as a nation, and those really important programs are at risk.
He's not running on soft issues. He's not running away from making the hard choices. If we're going to fix the country, we're going to have to do difficult things.
I want out of an elected official is someone who's going to address the issue as soon as possible, because it's already becoming so big and blown up at this point that it needs to be solved now and not pushed off until later.
I feel like as you get older, you tend to care more as you're paying taxes, especially since we're not paying the money. Like, we don't care that much.
So if younger people really want their ideas and opinions to be heard, they need to show elected representatives that they actually matter, that they're going to vote, because an elected official is not going to listen to a group of people who don't vote.
I always thought about voting, but I never was given, I got the opportunity in my econ class, and had I not been given that, the form right in front of me, I wouldn't have known where to go, how to send it in, if it costs money, whatnot. So I was really thankful to get that opportunity to just get it done, and now I can vote.
This is the most important election of your lifetime. At the end of the 4 years, you'll either have chosen a path of prosperity, of rising prosperity, or quite frankly, debt, doom, and I'm afraid destruction.
Young people especially need to vote. They need to go out there and vote, because the issues that are before the country, the issues that are most important right now are the economic issues and the debt issues. And those affect young people more than anybody else. The rest of us, my generation, will be dead and gone when you guys are having to pay this debt. And it seems like a long time away, but your life goes like that. I mean, it goes in an instant.
Our challenge is clear and inescapable. America cannot be great if we go broke. America today faces one of the greatest threats to its existence since its founding. The threat does not come from any foreign army or terrorist network, but from our own government and its unsustainable spending. Every modest sacrifice we refuse to make today only forces far greater sacrifices of hope and opportunity upon the next generation. So what can we do? Fill out the online voter registration form for New York in blue or black ink only. Make sure to check off the absentee ballot option if you are going away to school. Send the form to the address listed for your county by October 12th. November 5th is the last day to postmark an absentee ballot.
Vote Joe Carvin 2012.
Hi, I'm Joe Carvin, and I approve this message.
I'm gonna ask you to look away.